Hi,
And good morning.
look at us. We're in studio for the first time in months.
Months, probably months. Yeah.
Yeah. We only have a couple shows left this summer
Yes.
because you're heading to the Pebble Beach.
I'm heading to Pebble Beach in about 2 weeks.
We have to plan next year.
Yeah.
I come to Pebble Beach too, and we do the show from Pebble Beach.
That would be great. Yeah.
Because we've got our friend Bruce has 2 of his cars at the Gooding auction.
That's right.
Saturday afternoon. Are you going to be able to go over and check them out?
I'm hoping to be able to make it.
When do you judge?
I judge on Sunday morning between 9 and 1. And then after that, I have plenty of time to wander the show field.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking is next year we do the show from there, or we film an episode of the sitcom from there.
Oh, that would be fun.
So Tony would have to be there.
Tony can show up.
Tony gets to judge. No, I don't like this. Or Tony has a car in there. Don't judge me. What are you judging me for? And then we have Raffi actually as one of the judges.
Yes, you can cut to me judging.
Yeah.
And cut to Tony.
Oh,
that would be fun.
But yes, welcome to the show. If you do have questions, we're going to go back to the old format today.
Yes, the familiar. We'll call it the familiar.
The familiar format.
Yes.
So if you want to talk about anything about buying, selling, trading, leasing, credit, restoring, repairing, anything about the cars and trucks and vans and SUVs.
Classics, vintage.
Anything.
Yeah.
But we do ask that you please like, follow, share, all that stuff.
Like, subscribe.
Wherever the button is. We are going to talk a little bit about last week's show.
Okay.
Because we had an issue. If you missed last week's show, go find it. The 99 Saab that we were driving to Port Orchard to the Stokes auction. There's a point where Raffi says, and I quote, "It's not going to rain for the next 10 days. I checked." But apparently Ray says, "I don't know. It says Monday 70%." And I don't remember him saying that. But I think it was Carol 7, our good friend Carol 7 said that he said that. And that's kind of funny that Ray predicted, because Monday morning we wake up to pouring rain.
Pouring rain.
And the rear window got blown out going through the dryer at the Brown Bear Car Wash.
Oh, dear. Did someone get out there to cover it, or did they put the car under
I think they backed it under the thing, or it just got wet.
All right.
And the heat now, it was so hot the past 2 days, it definitely dried out.
Yeah,
it's not going to get moldy in there because it's got a big open window.
Yeah, that's also true.
But I want to start off today talking a little bit about, Adam Jones says, "Good morning, gents."
Good morning, Adam.
Did you get that tarp on it? No, Dan, we did not.
The interior got professionally cleaned, in other words.
Yes, leave a like and subscribe. Thank you, Adam. So the auction at Stokes, which is a really cool auction. I'm going to pull it up here and share it with everybody, because there are a lot of cars on here.
Yes.
That we're one of them.
Mm-hmm.
But there are a lot of government surplus cars this month. There are a lot of estate cars this month. Ray only has one other car in. I think he said he had a few that the title delay. He didn't get the title yet.
Okay.
So he's holding off on it. But ours is up Wednesday, the 7th. It goes live at 10 a.m. Pacific time.
Okay.
And starting bid, $250.
That's a great car for $200.
And all of the cars on the site start at $250.
Okay.
And then they go from $250 to, all right, who needs that?
What are we looking at here?
Let's see if this works.
Okay.
Share.
So that should be on the screen now.
There we go. So now everybody can see this. So we're going to look at this.
All right, let's see here.
So these are the cars coming up. We'll just start. Do you want to just flip through them?
Sure, let's go through them.
All right. We're going to go through these real quick. Now, if you want to sign up for Stokes auction, it's all on their website. They said they've had a few issues with their email right now.
Now, do you have to be a dealer to
No.
attend
Oh, no. This is a public auction.
So this is important for people to understand, because a lot of times people hear about dealer auctions, and dealer auctions are limited to dealers only attending because they don't want, well, for lack of a better term, riffraff coming in. So this is open to the public.
This is a public auction.
It's fantastic. That means that anyone can come and make a bid and come away with a usable vehicle for not a lot of money.
Now, sometimes it's a lot of money.
Oh,
People overpay for cars in here all the time.
oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Now, if you're a dealer, you can also buy from here fix the car, flip it to a dealer auction, and sometimes make money as well.
Okay.
So I don't like the way it does that, but these are the first two. I mean, this is from an estate sale, a 98 Dodge Ram.
These are great vehicles.
Don't you have something like that on Bring a Trailer right now?
It just sold. This is actually an extended cab dually. So this
230,000 miles.
Well, that's all right.
It's gas. It's not diesel.
It's a gas. Which engine? Which gas engine is it?
Doesn't show. No, it doesn't show.
So these are very, very durable vehicles. If this is in good shape and ready to go, you get yourself a good rig for maybe 2,500.
Now we've got government surplus.
Now I'd love to have this just to drive around and get people to slow down in our neighborhood.
102,000 miles.
That's not bad.
Yeah, transmission slipping.
Oh, okay. Well,
they need some bulbs replaced. I mean, they give some good disclosures on these cars. Here's a passenger van, government surplus.
Oh, there you go.
An easement cleaner. If you want to clean your easement.
I have an easement on my property. Why is it an easement cleaner, not just a regular road cleaner?
I don't know.
That's funny.
But it's $250.
There you go.
Trailer brakes need to be adjusted. Leave unconnected until fixed. Will lock up.
Okay.
So you can't tow it away.
There you go. That's what everyone needs. Everyone needs an easement cleaner in their yard.
Have you had your easement cleaned? You should check your easement.
That's personal information, Dan.
Yes.
There's a good looking full size van.
Yeah. So we got the van.
That's a 2000. That's the Econoline 250 series. This is your basic stripped white paint van. It's empty inside. This is a great thing to. Oh, look, that's confidence inspiring with the
that.
So it's this
130.
Kind of, yeah.
No known issues.
This is the kind of thing where you buy it, you give a good overall checkup, and then you get busy building out the interior.
13.
Yeah. 2013 work truck.
Now we have a 2002 Audi.
No, this Subaru.
I mean Subaru Outback. I would say Outback.
Waiting for title. Now these are great cars. How many miles on this one?
182. Mechanic says it's due for an oil change.
What? Change the oil. It's only $30.
No, I think this is one of Ray's.
Okay.
Because he said he had an Avalanche. 184,000. Recently serviced at Larson's Toyota. Passed multi-point inspection. Copy be given to buyer. It sounds like Ray. Cold AC. I thought you weren't going to say that anymore, Ray. Sunroof and leather.
Is cold AC a problem? I think a lot
of
people
if you say
like
cold, well, no, he said cold AC, and the guy wanted to return the car because it wasn't as cold as he would like.
Oh.
The guy said, "Why you said cold AC?"
You know, they make those temperature sensors, digital temperature sensor, put it on. You can say AC blows at 52 degrees.
Yeah. Now look at this one. 2003 Ford Ranger with 119,000 miles.
Another extended cab vehicle. These are great vehicles. They'll go forever. Just keep good care.
Here's a 19 Sentra with a branded title that says not actual miles. Now this is where it's got a temporary plate. See that right there?
Yeah.
That means it was just purchased.
Oh, okay.
It says 45,000 odometer, not actual. So that's interesting.
Well, why would it be not actual? Maybe the odometer broke, but that's
Nissan Rogue.
There you
171. Go. That's going to have some transmission problems.
Yeah. That's a lot.
As Ray would say, piece of shit. I hope that's not Ray's. Chevy Cruze. This is nice. I used to have the same car. Do you remember the 1-800 car buyer car?
Car buyer car, yeah.
Yeah. The big logo on the side?
Yes.
It's exactly what it was.
These are decent cars. 150,000 miles, though, is a little on the high side for it. But
I used to have the same car as a non-GT.
This is a 2000 GT.
I had a 2000 6-cylinder, 83,000 miles. New starter and battery.
A leak.
Fuel filler neck. Now,
there you
look
go.
at that. An 82 Rabbit diesel.
Now,
Eric would love this car. He wants a convertible like the Cabrio we're working on.
Yeah.
Look at the mileage.
Oh, my goodness.
387,000 miles.
Wow.
Now, I'm curious, though, because sometimes if they take a picture of the odometer, it's actually a 6-digit, and they think it's a 5.
Wow.
Or it's a 6-digit, and one of them is the tenths.
That's a lot.
That does not look like that many miles, though. If you just look at the wear and tear.
Why not clean the car?
I know.
Just get that stuff out of there and clean it up a little bit. Wow.
Well,
Boy, if it has that many miles on it and it's, the body is still in good shape and it's all there, that could be a great car to just tinker with and have fun with.
Yeah. Now, normally we don't go through car listings like this all day, but with that rack, the van was prisoner transport minus the seats.
He's right.
Well,
that was my first thought. I didn't want to say
it
that.
wasn't actually, because work vans, that's what they do, is they block off the back and they put, because you don't want, if you've got parts in the back and you've got, because I used to sell those at Felix Chevrolet. We used to sell we had a package that came with the van, and you could pick, there was a plumber's package, electrician's package. But if you have parts and stuff, if you hit the brakes and stuff flies off the shelf, you don't want it coming up into the passenger cabin.
That's true.
So you'll have that too.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So here's the Rabbit. A motorized bike,
wow,
also known as a moped.
Yeah.
Sears, look at that.
Yeah, that's unusual. That's an older one.
There's another one of the
Dodge.
There's an 04.
That's
Caution,
also...
see description. Let's see what it says. 262,000 miles.
Wow, that's also a lot of miles. But it's a diesel.
Yeah.
There you go.
63.
1963 Jeep.
Wow. There's a couple other cool Jeeps in here that we're going to get to. Like, look at that.
Oh, that'll do very well.
Look at all that on the front.
That's a lot of gear.
This thing.
What is that, a generator up in front? That looks like it's a separate engine.
Gas or propane, manual, out of an estate. 68,000 on them. 5 digit.
Click on that.
Hunting gear. Propane tank and back for extra fuel.
That looks like it's got a separate, like a generator or something up in the front. Yeah, that's some kind of...
Is it towing?
I'm not sure, but boy, look at the gear on that thing.
Propane powered.
Huh. Wow. That's a piece of work there.
Holy
look
crap.
At that.
3 CVs. breaker.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. All right. And there's the
66 trailer.
that goes with that thing.
It's got to, right?
Let's do.
Has a propane tank and other various items.
Now, see, you buy this and you buy the Land Cruiser, and then you put them together, and you just tidy them up a little bit, and then you put them on Bring Your Trailer.
Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah.
Just a little trailer. Now here's the one look at that.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
47.
That's a 47. That's right after they stopped making them for the war effort.
Right.
So it's basically the same design as the war Jeeps, but little bit different, a little bit modernized. Not much.
Now let's see if you say it. How do you pronounce that word?
That's Willys.
No.
Is it Willis?
It's Willis. What you talking about, Willis? It actually is. And our friend Bruce McBroom just sold his, but he was telling us about it, and he said Willis. And I once said to Ron, another friend of ours from Cars and Coffee, I said it's Willis. And he laughed at me, and I Googled it and showed him. He goes, "Oh my God, it is Willis."
Really?
Yeah, it's not Willys.
I've always heard Willys.
It's Willis. I thought you would have known that. I can't believe I should have.
And I owned a Willys. Willis.
How about
I owned
that?
one similar to that, but mine was a convertible.
A Willis wagon.
Yeah.
Now that's a project car.
Yeah, but it's not that bad. You could. These are very easy to work on.
Does not run.
Well, that's okay, because if you decided to seek out the original style 4-cylinder engine, you could find them pretty easily. But you're better off putting in like an older Toyota or a Nissan engine.
I was worried about ours not being good enough for this auction.
Look at that. Clean it off, for goodness sakes.
Started, ran good when picked up. Now starter seems to have issues.
Well, yeah.
It's a gas manual, only 2 previous owners.
Pass.
All right.
Oh my goodness, pass.
There's that one we saw.
Oh, that's what it's a 58 Impala, isn't
it?
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that from a distance. I thought, wait a minute, that's an Impala. So this must have been started as a restoration. What's unclear on this, if they have the VIN, I could tell you if it's the fourth.
It is
the 348. So
Ford 58. No, wait.
No,
it says Chevy. Why is he got an F? I thought F was Ford. That's weird.
That doesn't seem right. I mean, although the series might be, but if it comes with, so if this car originally came with a tri-power engine, that makes it very valuable.
There's a Chevy Caprice government car. Former police car.
That's interesting.
105,000. 105,000.
Scroll. That front fender doesn't look quite right. That looks like there's some sort of special wider fender.
That's the Impala. When they came out with the Caprice, it was only a police car.
Oh.
It was the Holden. What's the Holden car from Australia? That's what this is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's a cool police car right there.
Yeah, it's probably a peppy little car.
It should be.
But
Peppy
imagine the vomit from the backseat of that thing.
Oh. Dan wants that Toyota.
Yeah, isn't that a cool Toyota, Dan?
Some of these sort of gone straight to the junkyard for scrap.
Oh, he's probably right. But why not take a chance at $250 on some of these?
So here you've just got a Ford Explorer.
Yep. Government surplus.
Here's another one.
Another one, identical. And they're all
Here's
red.
another one.
They're all red. There's a black
police
one.
Interceptor.
Yeah.
See that one also has a temporary license on it.
Yeah.
Which makes me think a dealer sold this, and now the dealer just took it back, and now they're like, oh, let's
get rid of it. Yeah.
So that'd be a red flag for me. This is a Chrysler Sebring. I'm not sure what a guardianship estate is. I would think that you'd have to be under guardianship to buy one of these in the first place.
Yes, you need some mental guardianship.
Like, what was Brittany's family thinking when they let her buy this? This is a piece of shit.
Yeah, you
108,000 miles.
That car is done.
Selling on behalf of a client by court order, believed to be well maintained.
Believed to be. No known issues. So run away. You just don't want that. Don't want that at all.
Here we have a Yukon.
Okay. Oh, there you go. Holiday Rambler.
Pusher. Holiday Rambler. I wonder what the inside looks like.
That's pretty decent looking on the outside.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Wow. Oh,
that could be our tour bus.
Oh my God, this is so 90s.
I know, right?
Wow. This
oh my God.
Oh, jeez. With the fake brass handles and the oak doors and the.
Oh my God.
That is so 90s. Wow.
Like somebody thought that was a good idea to decorate it.
Wow, that's frightening. A giant screen
right in the middle.
There you go. Like it wasn't bad enough already. Let's get a boat.
Yeah, with the trailer.
The Arima boat.
Wow. Arima means sinkable.
Yeah.
Now here's a Bluebird bus. So this one I thought was interesting because I didn't look at the interior.
It's not bad on the outside. I'd have to repaint.
1-800 blood. Oh, it was a bloodmobile.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's that. Wow.
That's pretty bad.
Hey, baby, you want to get on my tour bus?
Sit here, I'll take your blood.
Can you blood or gynecological exams? It's like Dr. Portable pap smear.
Man.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. What could you, I mean, you could
look, you got little offices.
Well, you could set it up, I suppose, as like a dental clinic, and you could do mobile dental work for people. That would be, helpful for the community.
God, somebody's going to buy that.
Oh,
Ray, do not buy that.
Don't buy that, Ray. That's not bad.
20-foot boat.
Yeah.
Our friend Richard bought a boat, by the way.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. Well, I'll show you that later.
Okay.
It's quite a few boats here. Now, I'm worried that we're at the boats area. We have not yet gotten to our car.
Got these camper shells. Those are kind of interesting.
Look at that.
It was like a submarine.
It's a duck
boat. Wow. Okay. There you are. Just exactly what you need, a duck boat.
Now here we have another Chevy Cruze. Let's go check comments again.
And see
what parent company owned Holiday Rambler brand?
Oh, that's a good question.
Oh, there we go. Well, hold on.
Are you going to run the...
And now it's time to stump Raffi.
Do you know?
I'm going to make a guess.
Company owned the Holiday Rambler brand. Now, it could be Holiday Inn or it could be Rambler.
No, Rambler was out of business. They were absorbed by AMC.
Could it be AMC?
It could be, except AMC was absorbed by Chrysler.
Could it be Chrysler?
It could be Chrysler. It could be Chrysler. It could also be, I would go with Chrysler, or your guess for Holiday Inn is actually a pretty good one. All right, Dan.
So these auctions pretty much take anything as long as they get their cut. No, they do turn cars away.
Yeah.
But they do get a cut on the front and the back end. because we'll pay a percentage for selling the car,
Right.
and the buyers pay a little premium for buying the car as well.
Okay.
Harley Davidson owned it for a while.
That's interesting because Harley Davidson was once owned by AMF.
Oh,
And so that makes sense that the Holiday Rambler may have been owned also as part of AMF. Good question, Dan. I'll remember that.
we're going to continue through. We're going to
Yes.
finish this auction. We're going to go through every car because in 2 weeks we can go through the results, or maybe I'll just do it alone. I'll do an
right.
episode.
And I'll make a guest appearance if I can in 2 weeks.
So this is a nice red one.
Yeah. Okay.
What's that plate? Hey, look at that, Louisiana.
Louisiana.
Somebody drove this up here, probably military.
Didn't you live in Louisiana?
I did, and that's Adam. That's where I met Adam. Adam's from Louisiana. He's from New Orleans. So this looks like a
Is there
car.
an Old Orleans?
No,
Okay. Just checking. Another boat.
Stillwater Duo 18 launch boat with 2018 loader trailer. That's government surplus right there.
What is the government doing with this?
They're checking the lakes out.
They're cruising the bayou.
Look at that.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next item.
They're schoonering through the bayou.
Here's a 05 Forester. The miles are good. 181.
That's a little on the high side.
Recently serviced a Toyota. Tacoma Subaru. I think this is one of Ray's.
That could be.
It's a little bit beat up though. Ray, is this one of yours? I haven't even heard from Ray.
We haven't heard from Ray.
He filled up with gas before dropping off. That just sounds like Ray.
Yeah. Ray likes to put gas in the tank. Gets people excited. Another boat. That one isn't even on a trailer. How did you get it there?
Wow.
It's a 1984 Coho 13-foot fiberglass boat with motor. No trailer. Okay. All right.
Kia Rio.
That's
Piece of shit.
That's something you don't see often, thank
Bald
God.
tire.
Yeah.
And 181,000. Previous insurance loss.
Wow.
Due to accident, but no brand, seller states. It's like, well, if it's got a previous loss, it's a total car.
Yeah.
When you go to register it, it's going to be total.
That's right.
That's not bad looking.
Yeah. Not bad at all. There you go.
Chevy Spark.
Yeah,
Many new batteries. It's been sitting for months and not driven. Has had regular oil change maintenance prior to sitting. No known issues. Drive sounds and looks as if it used to.
As it used to.
If it used to. I don't know what that means.
I don't know either.
Ray, that's not one of yours. There's a Buick Enclave Premium.
This is actually not a bad car to buy.
Yeah.
These are actually good cars.
140 on the ticker.
That's not bad at all. These will do 200-300 no problem. What you want to be sure of on something like this is that my understanding is the transmissions had some issues, and I'd have to do some more research to find out.
Speaking of transmission issues, no known issues. Oh God, there's a PT Cruiser over there.
What series Honda is this?
This is a Hyundai Sonata.
Oh, it's Hyundai
07, 166. No known issues. Yeah, it's a Hyundai Sonata.
So they're gonna.
And here's an Elantra.
Oh, run away.
And a Kia Rio. Well, somebody's unloading a bunch of the South Korean cars.
One owner. No interest.
No.
Kia Optima, Kia Rio.
Heated and cooling seats, heated steering wheel. Well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
All right, here's a Corolla. Now we're talking some good merchandise.
This isn't bad.
191,000. That's fine.
Yeah.
One previous owner.
Oh, one owner at 191,000.
It's Grandma Gold.
Grandma Gold.
That's a good car to have if you want. See, I'd love to do a car lot that everything's 5,000 and under.
Yeah.
All cash auto sales.
There you go. And you'd get these cars, you'd sell them all day long.
Yeah, because people need cheap cars.
They sure do. Escape Titanium.
Honda Pilot.
Not bad. It's probably a high mile one.
196.
Yeah, that's high miles.
Only 2 owners. Subaru Tribeca.
Yeah.
That's their big 5-passenger deal.
Yeah.
160. We're getting close to ours, I think. We're only on lot 45.
Wow. Now these are great cars.
Is that what you have? Is yours an 07?
Ours is an 07.
Look at this.
07. And how many miles on this one? Let's take a look at it. It looks pretty good. Dark colors are hard to keep clean on these. Oh, that's not bad. It's in pretty good shape.
Issue there.
Yeah, a little problem there. But it looks generally good. Yeah.
303,000 miles.
Holy cow. I got to tell my wife about that. She's concerned because ours has 121,000 miles.
Yeah. Here's a car that is no longer made.
Yes, and
Dent in the front.
and these can be pricey after 100,000 miles.
Well, this one I guarantee is going to be, I'm going to say 190, 186.
Good guess. Yeah, this is going to need some body work and some cleanup. Oh my God.
Title brand reconstructed.
Run completely away from
149,000. No known mechanical issues.
I'm going to pay you money, Dan, to move on from this now. Oh my God, you're still looking at the photo.
Oh,
stop, make it stop. Oh, this is such a money pit.
It is, but look, it is a nice looking car.
It's a great looking car, but the amount of money you'll spend this is why
you just want to buy this and sit in it.
Oh,
Don't drive it, just put it in your yard and just I mean look at the tray tables back.
I know. It's got all that bogus opulence.
Oh, Dodge Intrepid.
It's another runaway from.
Put some cheap hubcaps on it.
Yeah, get something on
it. It'll cost you $20, 120,000 miles.
It might do another 50,000 miles.
Chrysler Aspen.
Where's your Aspen? BMW.
Another one.
X5. Stay away.
Which means somebody bought it. Like, take that stuff off before you run it.
Stay away.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Look at the wear on that seat. That's probably a high mile car.
Oh, yeah. Let's look. I forgot to look.
What do you guess? 200?
I think it's like 175.
Okay.
144.
Okay. Still high miles.
Needs to be towed or trailer. Brakes need work. Otherwise, nice car.
Otherwise, no known issues. Other than the fact that you can't drive it. There you go.
That's a classic. One family.
There you go. 1987 Ford LTD Crown Victoria.
I love the Crown Vic.
Look at the size of that. Oh my goodness. Look at that.
From Idaho.
Wow. Oh, the interior looks great.
This is low mileage.
This is in great shape. You know, if you
little cup holder.
If you ever wanted one of these things, there it is. Blue on blue.
92,000 miles. Was grandma's estate car. Interior like new. Passenger rear window does not go down. Passenger rear tail light needs to be replaced. 2 sets of keys. Well,
no mechanical issues, but good luck putting the windows down.
Oh my God. Wait a minute. Hold the phone. Shut the front door. There's always one of these here.
Cadillac Alante. That's because they sold a lot of them out here.
This is the last year of it.
Yeah. So this has the North Star engine.
Yeah.
Let's see what it doesn't look like.
Got a dealer plate on it.
Shape. It's got some dings and some scrapes. Oh dear.
Oh, this is high.
Wow. That seat is ruined. But I usually when you see something like that, it's usually indicative of a fairly portly owner.
Yes.
That used it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this is in bad shape. This car is done. The only way you'd buy this car is as a parts car if you happen to have another Cadillac Alante and you needed certain things from it. That would make sense.
Miles 126. The one we sold had 175,000 miles on it. Might have been the highest mile one ever. Gas automatic. Second video is from 10 years ago. I don't know what video you're talking about. Has a Flowmaster muffler. Right side window is sporadic. Tack works sporadic. And it needs interior carpet. Yeah, I would not pay the $250 for this one.
No, you just.
Wait, what?
Hey, look there.
Wait, hold on. Wait. 93.
93.
Was that the last year of it?
I think so. I think 93 was last year.
All right, here we go. Here we are.
Saab 9.
Look at that beautiful car.
That's in great shape.
Look at that.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Wonderful. Not a piece of shit.
No, this is a good one.
It's got windshield wipers on the headlights.
Oh, yeah. That'll keep them clean. Look at that.
Look at the wheels.
Wait,
look how clear that back window is.
That back window is so clear. It's almost like you could see through it. Wait a minute. There's no back window at all.
Look at that.
Interior looks great. Somebody's going to want this. Someone's going to want it.
Now, the one thing that bothers me is they do not mention the... Oh, look how many views it's had. That's a lot more than a lot of other cars.
That's good.
It does not mention the airbag light. So I put that in there, that there's a big warning light for airbags, and they didn't post it. Ray, if you're paying attention, if you can check with them. Oh, wait, we've got some more people. Good morning. Hello, Jake.
Hey, Jake.
Are the different buyer expectations for owner's sale versus estate sale, or done that for asset-tastic? I don't know.
I think that's a good question, but I think people say they put estate because I think the information with that is that the implication is you're going to get a good deal because the estate wants out of it. They're done with it. So like when you put a sign out that says estate sale, people know that all the stuff is leaving. And so people tend to get a little more excited about it.
Well, I think it's also the fact that the car's probably been sitting.
That's also true.
It's not a daily driver by any means. Now, they don't disclose what cars are dealer cars here. And what cars aren't. That's interesting. All right, back to the action. Yes, it does have a removable rear window. That is very true.
Wonderful breakfast sandwich, by the way, the other day from Jake's. Oh, that's such a good sandwich. Oh my gosh. Get yourself over to Jake's. Get one of those breakfast sandwiches. Or on the days when he's open, I think weekdays he's open, get a burger, get one of his...
This has a bad transmission.
Oh, that's
They
unfortunate.
always do.
That's unfortunate.
It says passenger sliding door gets stuck to operate. Keep pressing the button to close and it will close. Now, that's been viewed 29 times. We've had a lot of views on ours.
Yeah, but it's because it's unusual to find it. And it's a convertible. So people are going to take a chance on something. They want something that can be fun.
Another Honda Odyssey.
How many miles?
Odometer inoperative.
Oh, well, there you go. But see, that had like 200 and some views. There you go.
This has 41 views. That's a good looker.
Yeah.
There's another RX. There's
That's an earlier one.
251,000 miles.
Also good to know.
Town and Country.
Yeah.
Now we're going to fly through because we're
geez.
getting near the end.
Oh.
Escape. Oh, it's an XLT choice.
Oh.
The choice is to not buy this.
I choose not to.
183.
And people say there's no choice.
Vehicle has been sitting most of the year. So no Republican will buy this because they're against choice.
That's right.
Drives decent and handles well for its age.
For its age.
Driver window is off track.
That's what people say about me. I handle well for my age.
Had mold in seats, cleaned as thoroughly as possible.
Had mold in seats. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, pass.
We
Pass
better get
very
more
quickly.
than that. Honda Accord LX.
There you go. That's not bad. 94.
Look at these pictures.
It's looking pretty decent.
Could have washed it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a problem.
Those 94s do well. That body style.
Yeah. Yeah. They're
I'm not sure it's up
People
with
like
an
them.
antenna.
That's weird looking. Oh, it's got the cloth seats.
And nobody cleaned it out.
God, just clean the cars, folks. Wipe them down. Vacuum them out.
Well, it needs a jump start.
Apparently.
Comes with a free jumper pack, apparently. It's a WD-40 and fur.
Oh, that's very bad.
Oh, my God.
What happened in the back? Oh, it's dog.
Oh.
There were dogs in there. Oh, it's so wrong. So wrong.
Why would you not clean it out?
I think because people don't.
Strong pet odor. I can smell it. Just look at the pictures. Pet odor. 33 views. 282,000 miles.
Strong pet odor. No one's going to. What are they going to do if it doesn't sell for 250? What do? They get no bids.
If they get no bids, I think it goes
to the
back.
junker?
Goes back to the owner.
Hmm.
These are all owned by people. The auction doesn't own any of these. It's an auction. That's a nice one.
Yeah, that's actually
185. All doors beside drivers automatically lock even when unlocked. Christina, the name of that car.
we don't guarantee. We guarantee you won't be able to get it.
292.
Okay.
Tailgate doesn't work.
Silverado. Yeah.
Fusion Sport.
Oh,
That's a nice looking car.
That's not bad.
160 on the ticker.
Hmm.
Missing bottom trim on passenger side.
Hmm.
Aren't we all? Here's a convertible. Volvo
convertible.
C70 T5.
Now these aren't bad. If this doesn't have high miles, if this has like 76,000 miles, it's got a
body
dent.
damage. It's a Chris Frank special.
Yeah. That's not bad.
It feels the stick would be even better.
Oh yeah.
Let's see if the top works. You ready?
Yeah.
How many miles do you think?
76,000.
185.
Oh, wow.
Top does not work.
Yeah. Run away.
All right, at least there's another one that doesn't work.
There you
Whoa.
go.
I can't imagine
1980
what it looks like.
Bandura Midas motor.
All right, Dan Lindquist. Who owns Dan? Oh, it's GMC. Never mind.
Who owns Midas?
Oh
Wow.
my God! Rinse it off.
Wow.
Oh, we saw this one when we pulled in.
Did we?
Yeah, we parked right behind it.
Midas motorhome. Wow.
There's meth in this one. Like this is Breaking
There's
Bad.
meth in this one. Wow, look at that. God, just take your stuff out.
I think some of this, it's an estate sale. So I mean, it was sitting on a property probably.
Look at all the junk in there.
These people aren't paranoid. Look at this. 1, 2,
I can't
3.
even- There's-
I mean,
This is
all
like,
that stuff.
look at all the gear. What were they doing? What are they monitoring?
Oh my God! Look at they have the nuclear codes.
I guess.
Look at that computer system.
What is going on here? It's like it's like a research vehicle or something. What
Oh my God! This would be great for a TV show. Like we just buy it and we create a show around
you
it.
could just look
No
at the
bone,
milk.
hot shot. You got bug spray. I bet you there's somebody sleeping in the bed. Hold on. Where's the bed?
Look at that. This is like it's like a movie set already done. You're
Yeah.
right.
This is like a UFO hunter. Yeah, look, there's the
Wow.
guy sleeping right there.
Yeah.
There's a
Wow.
toilet.
That is so
That's like somebody laying up there.
it's so authentic.
Yeah. I almost want to buy this. My wife would be like, what the?
It's like an artifact.
89,000 miles has been sitting. It does turn over, won't start. Has some soft spots on the roof.
Yeah, you think?
Out of an estate. Wow.
Oh.
Now we're getting to the motorcycles.
There you go. Dan will know what this is a 90 Kawasaki. This is the Vulcan. These are actually pretty good cruising bikes. 1990 is a bit old though. You'd have to go through everything on this bike,
that
including
lawnmower.
information log.
That's it.
That's it.
So there we did it.
Wow,
We made it through all of them.
that's a lot.
Yeah. Oh, Chris says he owned one.
Yeah, I can believe that.
Is that dirty? Does that dirty one a tow yard impound sale? We probably wouldn't bother cleaning it out.
Yeah,
It could be an impound sale.
Yeah.
Present company excluded. What did he say? Oh, there you go. Present company excluded, but a lot of these cars seem to be grade A pieces of shit.
yes.
Well, yeah,
Well, what do you expect?
but
You know, a lot of. But if you're looking for a car where you don't want to have, you don't want to spend a lot of money, and if you're fairly handy, a lot of these cars, especially the newer models, you can bring them home, you can clean them up, take your time sort of evaluating what you need to do with it. But the three things I tell people when you buy a car like that obviously you're not sure of what's going on. You want
I'm listening.
Number one, if it smells, don't buy it. Because smells are one of the hardest things to get out of a car. You can put in the baking soda, you can put the vinegar on the towels, you can do one of those ionizing machines, you can put a dehumidifier in it, but in the end, it's almost
In the end, it smells like someone's end.
it's gonna smell. So that's number one. Number two, and this is along the lines of the same, just open up the cigarette ashtray, and if there's any evidence that somebody ever smoked in that car, just walk away from it. Because
What if you
again,
don't smell it at all?
if you don't smell the smoke?
Yeah, like if it's, I mean, obviously people can cover it up. If it smells like air freshener, it's probably the smoke smell will come back. But if it has no smell, maybe somebody smoked it 25 years ago.
That's entirely possible. But what happens is, even though you don't smell it at that moment, when the temperature changes, when the more moisture appears in the air, something else is going to happen, and you're going to get in that car and you go, it smells like smoke. Just don't buy it. So don't buy something that smells. Don't buy something that has cigarette ashes or evidence of smoking in the ashtray. And guess what the third one is, Dan? What's the third one? It's an absolute deal breaker.
It doesn't run.
No, because it doesn't run. You can deal with it.
Hyundai or Kia.
No, this is actually a little more. It's not as obvious because it has nothing to do with car and everything to do with the circumstances in which you'll buy it.
Don't buy if the top doesn't work. The back window's shattered.
You're going to know this. You're going to
I'll know
this.
it once you say it.
Step away immediately from any car that has any title anomalies, because
What about electric issues?
and Jake's right. Electrical issues are hard to deal with, but they can be solved. Any car with title issues, well, it's a brand new. It's very good. I had a car that smelled like blue cheese.
Wow. Oh, I'm not sure. Rebuild Tiet. If your Tiet has been rebuilt,
If you're rebuilt,
rebuild titles are as long as you have the physical title. In this auction, they guarantee the title.
right?
So all auctions do.
Yes,
If you don't get the title, you can return the car and get your money back.
right.
So you're guaranteed the title. Now,
Now, a rebuild title is okay.
right.
You just have to know that going forward, it's usually what I tell people. If if they say, look, I want to buy this car, but it's got a salvage title, or it's got a rebuild title, or it's got whatever. And I just tell them, look, as long as you buy it and plan to drive it into the ground, don't worry about it. But know that when it's time to sell it, you're going to have to cut it loose for a lot less than.
Well, it depends what you bought it for. Because if you bought it for, typically I look at half minimum of whatever the MMR, which is Manheim Market Report, or the Blue Book price. If it's a $10,000 car and it's got a rebuilt title, it's a $5,000 car now. And that's where I want to buy it, because I know when I go to sell it, that's exactly the mentality people are going to have.
Yeah, and in the end, it's not a problem if the car gives you good service and you're comfortable with it, and the work has been disclosed, so you know why it got that salvage title. Then it's perfectly fine. But those are the things I tend to stay away from, and the reason why is it's very, very hard to remedy when you get, well, this is so and so, he signed it off to me, but it's part of his estate, so you just put your name in here and it's yours.
Yes,
that's dangerous.
Yeah,
it's dangerous mostly because you don't know who's going to come back and say, I never authorized that.
Right.
So
excuse me, I have a thing in my eye. Yeah,
it could be your eyeball.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah,
that was my finger. Yeah, title issues are a pain in the arse.
Yes.
And Washington is a good state, because in Washington, as a dealer, you can look up a title. You can look up based on the VIN or the license plate, and you can find out ahead of time.
Okay.
And then once you know, it'll show you who the registered owner is, the last time it was registered.
Yes.
And then if that's the person you're dealing with, then you say to them, here, okay, you can't find your title, fill this form out.
Yeah.
And that lost title affidavit, or affidavit in lieu of title, is as good as a title in the state.
So Dan, correct me if I'm wrong, but if I own a vehicle and let's say it was in a fire,
okay,
and the engine fire, I cleaned it up, tidied it up, made it nice, but the insurance company paid me out and said it's now a salvage vehicle. Now I get it cleaned up, it looks great, and I go to sell it. I still have the title, and it's still titled in my name, and I don't disclose that it was a salvage. I can then sell it to someone.
Right.
And then someone arrives at the DMV to register the vehicle, and it's only then and there that they find out that the car was formally
if
salvaged.
you did not, if the insurance company screwed up and you did not follow the rules, yes. Typically, when your car is totaled, the insurance company buys it back from you first.
Yes.
And then they sell it to you at a discount.
Yes.
And then you get a rebuilt title or a salvage title at that point. Usually the car has to be inspected by the state police, and then you get a rebuilt title. However, a lot of times on cars over 10 years old, like I had a Saturn that I bought from the auction that was listed as a totaled car. It was previously on a salvage title.
Okay.
I had to get it inspected. Richard, our friend Richard, and I, we fixed the front fender, we fixed the door. I drove it to Bremerton. The guy came out. I'm like, okay, I signed it. Guy must have been 300 years old, and he works on Mondays. And I sent the title in.
Yeah.
And oh no, actually, I had the paperwork.
Okay.
I went to title it for the customer who bought it from me. Title came back, clean title.
Clean title.
They did not disclose that it had been a previously salvaged title.
Wow.
And I found out that is because of its age. It didn't matter, because it's exempt from odometer reporting. I think it's also exempt from that, but it's still on the Carfax. Still says purchased by. It still says purchased by an insurance company.
So if the car is older than Carfax recording, like say it's a 1971.
Oh yeah, there's nothing. There's no way to know those.
There's no way to know.
Yeah.
So it goes on being just a repaired car.
Yeah, or it could be a clean title. You may never know.
Interesting.
And chances are it's already been branded as a classic or an antique car.
Yeah.
And that's a brand that's already on the title.
So people recognize, but classic doesn't mean it may have been in an accident or something like that. Interesting.
Chris says family's XC90 got a rebuilt title for being backed into a concrete post, one whole side. Not sure why insurance paid us and then gave us a rebuilt title. Well, they paid you.
Yeah, that's why.
And that means they've taken ownership of the car.
Yep.
They've totaled the car out. The damage was higher than the value of the car. And then you can buy the car back for pennies on the dollar.
Right. Oftentimes,
because they don't want the car.
Right. And because they don't want to be responsible for insuring a vehicle that is on a rebuilt title.
Yeah. Now, by the way, during the week, you can always email the show show@CarYada.com.
Yes.
You can call us at 877-CarYada. And you can also text us at 610 CarYada. Nobody ever used those, but we have them.
We talked about vehicles with odors about a year ago. Found a car that Toyota hybrid, and my wife and I went up to look at it and looked at the outside of the car, looked under the hood. Everything looked great. So, wow, this is good. It's a good price. We should buy it. I said, well, let's, I opened up the door, sat inside, closed the door, and went, oh my God, what is that smell? My wife gets inside. She goes, yeah, I do smell that. Do you smell that? So the owner gets inside. I said, what is that smell? He goes, okay.
The story starts with, okay, I'm out.
He says, and I quote, my son worked in the cannabis industry and he transported cannabis plants in this car. And they have apparently a resin that outgasses during, the leaves and the outgasses. And it's a smell we can't get rid of. I did not buy that vehicle. My wife was like, bless her heart, she's like, oh, it's a natural smell. It's not a problem. I'm like, no.
We had a car once when we had the old Paymax car buyers over in Seattle.
Yeah.
This old guy came in. It was like an 07 Prius.
Okay.
The guy said he called in first. He goes, I need $3,000. I got to wire this company money. I need $3,000 immediately.
All
I
right.
need this $3,000. And our sales guy or buyer starts talking to him. What about what? And the guy's thinking, he goes, I think this guy's getting scammed.
Oh,
Like, bring the car in.
mm-hmm.
And we bring the car in, and the car was worth like $9,000. For us, it was worth $9,000
Okay.
on paper. The car comes in, it is dented on all four corners. The smell in this car is like someone was dead for weeks.
That's pretty
It is just so putrid. And the guy's like, just driving it, windows up. The car was disgusting. And he's like, I only need $3,000. And he's telling us this. And he was being scammed. He's like, I got to send this Prince of Nigeria is going to send me this.
Oh, my goodness.
And we're like, sir, do you have like a family member? He goes, oh, my kids won't listen to me. They don't believe in this stuff. And our general manager, God bless him, he's like, sir, I'm going to give you $7,500 for your car.
No.
He goes, I really think you should not do this. But I don't want you to be stuck with no money. Like this car is worth way more than $3,000. I'm glad you came to us because other shady place would have just given you the $3,000.
Yeah.
And you go off and that's all the money you have. So at least you have $4,500.
Yeah.
Left. And we got this car to the auction and they pulled out the four dents because there was this plastic bumpers.
Mm-hmm.
They could not get the smell out.
Yeah.
The car, I think, sold for $7,900 maybe. Like we might have broken even or lost a few bucks.
Okay.
But holy crap, that smell, I can still smell that smell.
Yeah, it smells in
It
cars.
stays in your nose forever.
You can't get rid of it. You really can't. The only way to get rid of smells in cars is to completely remove the entire interior, headliner, dashboard. Everything has to come out.
Yeah.
Then you have to do some cleaning and you have to apply like the, I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, you put that on the surface of the metal, which helps inhibit the smell. Then you do the baking soda, let it sit for a while, you let it air out
Kills.
completely.
Is it kills? You paint the kills?
I think that's what it is.
KILZ.
Yeah. And then you get the new interior of it and you're good to go because all of that stuff goes in and then you're starting fresh. But if you do something like that with a modern car, you're going to spend anywhere from $6,000 to $10,000 to get that work done.
It's about to get put over the odor of the pots.
Yes, exactly. But look, we got a couple minutes left. You want to do an old school? I got a fun one.
All right, let's do an old school.
All right. All right, today we're going to go old school. We haven't gone old school for a while, and part of that has to do with the fact that we've been out on the road. So here in the studio, we can pull up some visual reference for you, and I'm going to guess that most of our listeners are very familiar with this car. This is a car. Now imagine, I think this is the last affordable Italian exotic that you can buy today. This is an Italian car. It's a mid-engine car with disc brakes, 5-speed manual transmission, and actually surprisingly good performance. And that is the Fiat X19.
Oh.
So the Fiat X19 was developed very cleverly from an early Bertone designed concept car that they had done for Auto Bianchi. Now, Bertone did this really cool looking wedge design, and it had some interesting features, and the Fiat X19 became the production version of that car. What they did was they took the Fiat engine, the 128 engine, which was newly developed, and instead of it being front-wheel drive, they simply lifted the entire engine and transmission and put it mid-engine. So they placed it in the middle, between the rear axle and the passenger compartment, and they made a fantastic little performance car. Now, they brought them into the United States, where they sold very, very well. Total amount, Fiat sold 161,000 of these cars, which is surprising. There you see, there's the concept car that it was developed based on. A very cool looking car. And so they sold 161,000 of these, the majority of which were sold in North America. And unfortunately, like a lot of Fiats of that era, they're prone to rust, and their interiors don't hold up very well. But if you can find a good original example that's been well maintained, these are not expensive cars at all, and they're actually very easy to own and operate. The later series cars, the ones from the US, got the large US impact bumpers. Take them off. The car looks infinitely better without them.
Yeah, that's ugly.
Yeah. Take those off. And also, you can buy the later series Bertone.
Lederhosen?
Later series.
Oh, later series.
Later series
Lederhosen.
Bertone, because Bertone took over for Fiat, from Fiat, and they had the opportunity to sell these exclusively afterwards. This is the Fiat Abarth, the racing version of the X19. Very, very exciting. There's another one that was built, the Dallara. This is the Dallara model. Wide fenders, wide wheels and tires. And Dallara, at this point in their sort of company history, they were just starting out. Dallara is now the largest manufacturer of Indy and Formula One cars. And you see on the side, it says, what does that say?
JB Smooth.
It says X19.
X9 means it doesn't run.
It's X19 in Italian.
X9, X19.
Yeah. So
that's cool.
That's the Fiat X19. You can buy conversion kits for the front end. You can get some fiberglass Dallara kits today are available. You can keep the car stock, but remove the bumpers. These cars are readily available for under $10,000 if you want to fix them up. And here's one for $8,900 in Hemmings. And, you know, it's in great shape. It's a great looking car. It looks like this is a low mileage car, probably well maintained, maybe few owners, not perfect, but everything's there. And if you wanted to fix it up, you could. I forgot to mention the Targa roof on these cars. So you take the roof off completely and you've got an open car. Another really nice benefit. For a mid-engine car, you actually have a lot of storage space in these cars. So they're great for overnight traveling. Soft luggage will fit in the back. These have no problems passing emissions tests for states where you live that might have emissions testing. They're easy to work on. They're not complicated vehicles at all. Parts are readily available as well through secondary suppliers. And if you wanted to find the best one in the world, you could probably find it for under $20,000.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Look, there's only 2 of them for sale.
Right.
A 79 and an 80. They're both gold.
Yeah. And go ahead and click on it. This one's in much better shape. Get rid of those white wall tires. That's not helping the car. But what a good looking car, you know? Great shape, nice features.
I feel like the Fiero stole a little bit from this.
Oh, absolutely. That's great interior. The condition.
Look where the spare is.
That's right. And what's very smart about that is that that is a full-size spare. And cleverly, Gandini, who designed this car, Marcello Gandini, he put the spare tire behind the rear seat so that it didn't impede on the storage space. Look how much trunk space is there available for you. This is in great shape. This is a really nice original car. And it looks like it's never been restored. It's just a nice original example. And I think this one, what is the price on this one?
16.9.
So under 20 grand, and you've got an Italian coach built performance mid-engine car.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. We have not done an old school in a long time. You know what else we haven't done in a while? I think I have to do it on my phone.
All right. Is it gas price?
We're into gas prices.
All right, let's go.
Here we go.
How much is gas where you live?
All right.
So gas prices are kind of holding steady right now. There have been some surprises, some peaks and valleys. I filled up yesterday for $3.69.
Who's got the lowest though, Raffi?
I'm going to go the lowest with. I'm going to go with Mississippi.
Oh, you're right.
And I'm going to go $3.19.
296.2.
296.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. All right.
It is interesting that a lot of the red states have the lowest tax or the lowest gas right now.
Yeah.
And they're complaining about how high gas prices are, but yet they're the lowest in the country.
Well, when you look at prices, I mean, $3 a gallon gas, that's not out of line with some of the other prices that we see comparatively when you weigh against inflation. I see prices of things like milk and eggs and other general staples to be much higher. The equivalent of where gas should be well over $4.
Yes.
But it's not. Gas prices have been holding actually pretty well right now. Now, granted, you go to California, you're going to pay mid fours. I'm guessing California's average price is probably $4.59 for something.
Yeah.
So it's going to be higher there in California, higher Hawaii. But
in 1981,
yes,
1981, $1. So if gas was $1 in 1981, today it would be $3.46.
Yeah, that's what's.
So we're comparing them to pricing not based in reality.
Right.
Adam said pretty expensive, Ohio usually pretty cheap. They average around $3.49.
Yeah. Idaho gas tends to be pretty cheap.
But that's in 1981, that's the equivalent of paying $1 for gas.
Yeah. And I remember paying in the 80s, I remember paying $1.29, $1.39, and filling up my Mustang, which had a 20-gallon tank, I think 18 and a half gallons. And, hoping I could get away with filling it up for $20. But that seldom seldom happens.
Now, $3.50 in 2024 is the equivalent of what in 1990, would you say?
In 1990?
Yeah.
I'll say $1.49.
$1.45. Look how close you are.
Okay.
So if you look at like Adam paid $3.49,
yep,
that's the same as in 1990. Let me actually do $3.49. Still $1.45. Yeah. So it's $1.45 for gas.
Yeah.
Gas is not as expensive as people think it is.
No, and I remember paying more than $1.45 for gas in the 90s.
Yeah. And inflation, let me just make one final statement of today.
Okay.
Inflation is based on corporate greed right now. Because all the big companies are having record profits.
That's true.
Buying back shares, giving huge bonuses,
yep,
making more money than ever before, and we're all paying more, and we're blaming the government. The government has nothing to do with that. If you want to have a capitalist society, the government can't tell companies what to do.
But it's easier to blame the institution you can't grapple with more readily,
yes,
than it is to actually blame like an Amazon or any of these large corporations that are taking so much money and not paying the taxes that they really should. But we've started politicizing, and we decided we weren't going to do that on our show.
We're not going to take it.
We're not going to take it.
No, we ain't going to take it. All right. Speaking of taking
it anymore,
we'll be here next week.
Yes.
Our final show. We may have the Volkswagen ready.
Ah, okay.
We didn't talk about what car I'm thinking of getting next.
Oh, we'll have to talk about
that next week. And we might also have the station wagon ready to go from Bring a Trailer.
That would be good.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's it. We're going to play the song that will be stuck in your head until next week.
Any last minute comments? Did anybody have anything to let? All right.
No, just Adam saying how expensive gas was. So thank you all for tuning in. Please like, Please like us.
Like,
Click the
like
like
and
button.
subscribe.
Subscribe if you haven't already to the
Play with
CarYada
the
YouTube
algorithm.
channel.
Mess with YouTube.
Yes. And here's the old guy washing his red car.